Luol Deng responds to offensive comments by Paul Pierce and Gilbert Arenas, stressing respect, pride, and the importance of educating others about African heritage. Luol Deng, the president of the South Sudan Basketball Federation, recently took to Instagram to address offensive comments made by former NBA players Paul Pierce and Gilbert Arenas about the South Sudan basketball team. These remarks were particularly upsetting to Deng, given his role in leading and representing the team and his pride in his African heritage. I normally don't pay attention to this type of comments, but as an African, a leader in my community, and the president of South Sudan Basketball Federation, I feel it is important to respond. This is for those who have asked about these comments, those who are offended by them, and everyone who has followed our story. I am not upset or angry at these ignorant remarks made by my former colleagues. I was more disappointed to see them coming from two individuals I've always respected. The comments made by Paul Pierce showed misinformation and the lack of research. However, he used it as a teachable moment to shed positivity once he was informed. Thank you to Paul Pierce for apologizing. That I can respect. Growing up, I had many similar comments, and those very remarks are some of the things that motivated me to change the narrative. Africans now show solidarity and support for each other more than ever. Moments like this are not for us to get upset and lash out. Many Africans and Black people who embrace their African heritage are working hard to bring all Black people closer by educating and sharing stories and historic moments, teaching that we have much more in common than differences. As for Gilbert's comments, they were certainly more disrespectful and cruel. Personally, I don't care much. I would never trade places with anyone. Being African is special. However, for young African and African American kids who admire and listen to Gilbert, these comments can make you think less of yourself and make the rest of the world think less of Africans. Those who are easily misled may make comments that reflect self-hate more than pride. There is nothing about our history that we should run away from. I actually want to thank both of them for giving us this platform to respond and inform others. We worked very hard in the last 4 years to be here, and we cannot allow mere seconds to take that away. Instead, let's appreciate the moment and use these comments as an opportunity to educate. Being loved is always better than being tolerated. If we as people realize the greatness from which we came, we would be less likely to disrespect others. Deng began by expressing his general reluctance to respond to such comments, but felt compelled due to his leadership position and the impact of these remarks on the community. He specifically addressed Pierce's comments, noting that while they were stemmed from misinformation and lack of research, Pierce took the opportunity to apologize and turn it into a teachable moment. Deng respected and accepted Pierce's apology, appreciating his willingness to learn and grow from the incident. However, Deng found Arena's comment to be significantly more disrespectful and cruel. He highlighted how such remarks could negatively influence young Africans and African American kids who look up to Arenas. These comments, Deng argued, could lead to feelings of self-doubt and perpetuate harmful stereotypes about Africans. Deng emphasized the importance of recognizing and embracing African history and identity rather than feeling ashamed of it. Deng also used this incident as a platform to educate and inform others about the hard work and dedication that has gone into building South Sudan's basketball program. In his post, Deng also touched upon his personal journey from growing up in Sudan and becoming a refugee to achieving success in the NBA and now leading the South Sudan Basketball Federation. He stressed that being African is something special and that the community should stand together with pride and solidarity. Deng's response was not only a defense of his team and heritage, but also a call to action for broader education and understanding. This response has garnered significant attention, highlighting the importance of respect and accurate representation in sports and beyond. Luol Deng's dignified and thoughtful reaction serves as a strong statement against ignorance and a powerful advocacy for the African community.